Hello, I'm Terry, and I'm going to take you through the Batam build project, which is slightly different from the Water for Life group. So essentially, we built a little house for a family with low income. So the three main lessons we've learned is the importance of shelter, what it means to us and what it means to the local, and the lessons we can take from there. And secondly, we learned about how the local communities lived and how happy they were with how little they had, and we should probably learn from that as well. And lastly, what were the difficulties of construction and how we can possibly be less nasty to contractors and maybe think about how they work and the difficulties they experience. So firstly, shelter. Okay, in Singapore, shelter to, well, some of our clients, like for example in South Beach, means a penthouse with nice finishes, posh furniture, Philips style design. It's totally different from people in Batam. So the house on the right, this is how the people are currently living. So the idea of this Batam Build program is to take people who live like in these conditions and build like a brick house for them. I mean, although these houses are quite simple still, like most of these don't have tiles, they don't have furniture, they don't have TV, but like the kids are still, looking really happy. So how the Habitat for Humanity works is that the objective of it is to eliminate poverty housing, and how it does that is to help low-income families and give them ask them to contribute loan, like they lend them money over a number of years, and also they need to contribute labor. So this lets them gives them a sense of ownership in that way. And how Arup contributes is that we give a donation and also labor with our 9 volunteers. So this is the home partner profile. So it's a family of 2 with a kid. And then what we were involved in is to deliver bricks to the site and digging about 1.2 meter deep septic tank, and we build up the walls to about 2 meter high. And that's the group of us with the homeowner at the back and the end of day 3. So that's our team. This photo was taken with the neighbor. We spent a lot of time with the neighbor because it was raining, so we're pretty much camping in a house for most of the time. So second, I'll tell you about the community in Batam. This is the other side of Batam. So it's slightly different from what we think Batam is, which is like the resorts and golf course, jet ski. So it's very different from what we usually see. So these are some of the houses we saw along the way in the marketplace. This is the neighbor house, those are some of the neighbors, and that's the contractor, and also the Batam Build personnel in Batam. So even the neighbors came in to help us, so we're all very touched. And this is the neighbors in the neighbor's house. So they had like no TV, no furniture. They were just like sitting on the floor, but they were all really happy and happy with their lives. So the third point we had was about construction. So Yati will take you through what we actually built every day and the lessons learned we had from that aspect.
Hey, hi, I'm Yati from infrastructure. I'm going through construction stage. The mission that we are... Sorry, I'm nervous. Sorry. we are supposed to dig 1.2 septic tank and build up walls up to close 2 meters high. So this is our first day. Batam built, the houses are built in stages. So because we are only given 3 days, so the first batch which went, I think it's from a different company, it was not from Arup, it's from Fuji Xerox if I'm not wrong. They did the foundations. So when we came, the foundations are done and the first layer of the bricks are done by the contractor. Then for the first day, we had to transfer, because the site is this side and the bricks are all located outside from the site, so we had to transfer the bricks closer to our work site, and we use human chains as there's no machineries to help us. And we have to do the first layer of the bricks. We had a hard time because the first layer was not even, they said that the contractor was new and he was not familiar with the bricks that were used. So these are the pictures that we did to level and mixing of the cements. And the first day was cut short due to heavy rain, because we couldn't work, as the contractor said that we will waste our time because the cement will get wet and we won't finish anything. So we left quite early. Okay. So these are the amount of bricks that we transferred from the site. Each brick weighs around 5 kilos. So when it rains, the bricks were quite heavy. Heavier than the day on the first day. So the first day, what we did was we had to just lay the bricks like Legos, 7 layer. Then after that 7 layer, then we will pour in concrete. Then we only pour in concrete through these holes which has the steel rods. And we actually asked if it's safe. They say they use this concept the same as in Philippines and the one that they rebuilt the houses in Aceh for the tsunami thing. So these are what we did. So this is the 7 layer. Then we will do some tying of reinforcement and pouring of concrete. So the next one, since we are like waiting for the concrete to settle and dry, so we did the septic tank. We had to dig around 1.2 meters deep. It looks easy, but it's not easy because the hole itself, it's very heavy. The main person who did a lot is Chris. I tried, I think, but it's not really very easy. It looks simple, but it's you need a lot of muscles and endurance. And we also had to transport the debris to another site, so we did another human chain to pass all these loose soils. So this is our second day. We managed to go deeper. Okay. So this should be the third day. The third day we went to another 7 layers of the bricks. So it was quite high. It's 2 meters high. So we did accomplish. And we had trouble since it's like Lego. So maybe when we align the bricks, it's not level. So we are supposed to push in some of the bricks to make it much more vertical. And we had problems at the side because I think because the bricks were not that, because it's raining the day before, so when we put the bricks, they tend to break. So we had to just cover it with cement and sand. So this is our third day. We just did some levelings of the walls. Then this is our owner saying thank you. And this is our finished product. I think that's all. Do you have any questions?